Many things they happen for our country, Nigeria. What we do here for this program, like to show now some parts of things where they happen. And you with the house, you get role to play. The parts where we talk, we not fit talk everything. So we go open phone with the open phone line inside the program. So you go call us, tell us your own parts. What you see for your area and what they happen for your area. So people will suppose come there, they hear. So if now what they suppose come fix, then go fix. If now what no other person fit learn, you go learn from them. You understand? So this thing not be only one person thing. You with the house, you get role to play. As me, I dey do my own. And ITV, they put everything come and make the whole world they see. And what we want to talk about, one look the things where FCT Social Welfare Department they do for Abuja, here for Nigeria. So that if you were there for Lagos State, the Social Welfare Department, they do well. You fit thief from this one now. Go tell them, say, see, oh, Mona copy good thing from Abuja. If you take Casina, then they do well. When I will carry to the talk now, send them, give una people for Casina, say, see what they happen here for Abuja. When I need to start to do this kind of things. Now make us carry this person, then come here today. Since we not talk about demolition. No be demolition, bad news, we're going to talk every time. We go see talk the good things where they happen for FCT, will be the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The person who I carry come studio today now be the acting director of Social Welfare Department here for FCT. His name na SANI Amar RABI. I pronounce the name well.
Correct.
It be like Arabic name. Good morning.
Good morning, my fellow Nigerians.
What you carry us come here today? We want to know the things we want to do for that Social Welfare Department. Because my colleague here will talk here since. Any smart we will see in our welfare department. Any smart we will see in our welfare department. So we need to know. So that when we see the thing, we will channel them. Come meet now once. What will be the work of your department here for FCT?
Thank you very much. Well, Social Welfare Department is under Social Development Secretariat of the Federal Capital Territory Administration. It's one arm of the administration that handle the affairs of the vulnerable people, such as older persons with disability.
Okay.
When I say person with disability, that ranging from visually impaired.
That's when they see.
Yes. Physically challenged. We call them crippled, amputees and the like. Persons affected with leprosy.
Okay.
Pulse, yes. You may not see them around the city here. The FCT administration will settle them at a place called Yangoji.
Yangoji. The other one there.
Yangoji is in Kwali. It's along the road on your way to Lokoja. It's by the roadside near a filling station. You see the fence is bordering GSS Kwali.
Okay.
It's called Alheri Special Village. They are there with their families. They have a school in there, they have the mosque, they have clinic. Because where I say mosque, I didn't mention church because predominantly they are Muslims.
Okay.
That's why we had no church. Otherwise we could have a church in there. Apart from issue of such a vulnerable, there are issue of empowering repentant and interested commercial sex workers so that to better their life from such ugly trade, which is equally risky. Even though the FCT Criminal Code of 1990 as amended, still in operation, it frowned against a lady stand by the roadside soliciting for man for commercial sex. We carry out psychosocial therapy, that is for people who are that have mental depressions. You know, there are certain mental challenges that doesn't require treatment with medicine.
Psychiatric
yes.
attention.
Yeah, there are such cases that they don't deserve or they don't need application of drugs. And if you made the mistake of starting such treatment with drugs, you are only inducing a kind of dependency
on drugs.
Yes. And a drug-ridden person who has a lot of drug misuse, you are not going too deep, because certain cases you see they become so acute. You can even look at it as if it's not redeemable. So cases that have not reached that level, if you treat that person using drugs, you give them tranquilizer, sedative, and the like, you only change dependency. So without such drug, that person will still be what? Be mentally imbalanced. So such kind of treatment, we do offer such in our center at Buhari. What we do is to separate that victim from drug entirely. We provide an atmosphere where he will be free, mingle, we study him. You know, in psychiatric hospital, when you take a psychiatric patient to a doctor, he has to examine him. That same day he must prescribe something and watch it. But in our own case, it can take us 1 month, 30 days, watching over, putting what and what in order to
monitor the person.
Monitor him, giving him love, draw him closer, to make an environment whereby he will not have access to drugs. Then we watch over for withdrawal symptom. Because when the body is addicted to a particular drug, when you withdraw that person from such a drug, what will happen? Withdrawal symptom, fever, nausea, and the likes of it. So at the center we have our nurse, and we have our personnel in Buhari General Hospital. Apart from such services, in every general hospital of the Federal Capital Territory, our ministers, the permanent secretary, they made it such a manner that we deploy social workers in there. Their duty is identifying indigent patients who, after certain level of treatment, cannot continue. You not just come and say, I don't have money, and they say, no. Government business is limited to a budgetary line.
Okay.
You understand? So that budget is not that everybody can do that. No. There's a limitation to that. But the work of the social welfare person there, an individual, a citizen, who started treatment in the general hospital, not private hospital. I want you to understand this.
Okay.
Because the general hospital is under the FCT administration, equipped with personnel, different, field of medical services, including the social workers there. The work of the social welfare at the hospital, there is counseling for people with terminal illnesses, such as AIDS and the likes of it. Yes, we do offer such counseling services in all our general hospital. That is one of the duties of a social worker in the hospital. Identifying an indigent patient who, due to the paucity of fund, cannot continue the treatment. The social worker will now intervene between the MD of the hospital and other, some NGOs that are all separated individuals also do contribute. So such what we are advocating.
When you talk about things, you hammer so much on drug abuse. Drug abuse. So your departments now, when I get any other departments where they go out to go see the rates with drugs, with young people, let me start with Abuja, because Abuja within now. Because even for states, northern part, southern part, eastern part, maybe only north they take drugs. Now every other tribe, every region now. So what do they do to fit reduce? Because if they reduce the intake in the streets, they'll work less for now. What do they do for, apart from on our training centers? What do they do for town to fit encourage young people to stay out of drugs?
Well, we do partake in counseling the younger ones, and there is this school social work counseling, whereby in the various schools, especially secondary schools, counsel the children, the students, for them to see the dangers of drug misuse. And we do preach, we do organize a kind of symposium lectures in order to enlighten members of the public. And we work in synergy with some NGOs.
Okay.
Yes, there are some NGOs who have such passion to save the youth, who are the futures leaders of the nation. Not even future. Even now they have their own contribution for the national development. So they need to be saved. So such NGOs do synergize along with us for such advocacy to enlighten the public, not only the younger ones, even the elder ones.
Apart from the drugs, and you see when they try, they get training, where they train all these girls for when they come out for nights, they sell their body. You understand? And because get some kind of thing when they talk for television. All those girls, they can't sell their body. And the ones who don't train for some time now, when I see them, they fit remain, or they go back to the street. Because some people, if you wash some kind of animal now, say this one now, some animals like dirty, you wash them. If you like, put them for AC motor. If they see that dirty, they go one fly window, go outside.
Correct.
The girls who are they train for this training schools, when they try to remove them from the street, then they go back, or then they remain the way we train them to be.
No, you know, when we train a person, our center is not an asylum, it's not a prison,
okay,
it's not a boarding house, whatever. You know, when you are trained on any trade, then you are expected to go and settle and apply the knowledge you have, the skills you have.
When they give them money to take start.
Yes,
like
what we normally do whenever we train person, at the end of the training, when you satisfy that yes, you are trained enough, that's what you call starter pack.
Okay.
This starter pack, some equipment or items based on the trade
yes, you learn
that the person learn. Is what the person will be given so that to go and start life.
When I give them these things, now they monitor them to know how then they fare.
Yeah, we have a monitoring mechanism, but one of the problems we do encounter.
Okay.
Some after a short road they will disappear. They go to a distance where we cannot trace them, so we won't be sure whether.
Okay.
You understand? And then this is a territorial administration. Our own job is limited within the
FCT.
federal capital territory. We can't go beyond. We can't go to Maraba to do anything. We don't have that authority.
Okay.
It's only within the federal capital territory, from Abaji to Zuba, Buari, Gwagwalada, all the 6 area council. That's where we are limited to. So if somebody lives here and when you relocate back to Anambra, to Calabar, it's not easy for us to.
No, not be your work. You know if you go another place, go do that one. Like, yeah, you go there. But you get another one with the rain now, where I go make una know. School children, their parents not afford to pay school fees for them. You will see them, small boys, small girls that they sell for the streets of Abuja, even till now.
Yes.
I don't know what in your agency, I be your department, they do regarding that. Whether they go out, they catch the girls so that they go see their parents, or not just leave them till anyone come on a department comes seek for help. How on feel they reduce this strict trading for Abuja?
Thank you. Although I know we have limitation of manpower,
Okay.
we have an enforcement unit under social welfare.
Okay.
And we are working in synergy with Abuja Environmental Protection Board and Education Secretariat. We don't have a committee on that. So we work in synergy with this. And at the same time, there is family court, of which the secretariatship is under the custody of Social Development Secretariat.
Okay.
And such family court, when we apprehend and we are able to reach out to the families that are within, we take them to that. We first start by counseling, showing them the danger of leaving their children after school, which they are breeding a future, you know.
If the parents not be on their own, then send the pikin go sell, because everybody want make pikin go better school. They feel they pay the man 15,000 naira a month, and the wife need to do anything, and they pay house rent, pay lights, and a God they give pikin, he can't get like 6 children for house. You know if you train the children, and some states now they arrest the parents for me their pikin go sell for street, they go arrest the parents. But if you check the scenario, say the man not get money to train the children, and you don't get the children already, or at times you don't work before, they can't sack him from work. Waiting, I go do that kind of parents.
Mr. Karim, let's use our common sense here. Me and you knows pretty well. I cannot go, let's say, to Dubai, and I say I want to live at that tour where I can afford
Yeah.
even transport down. How possible is that? Abuja, we have urban and rural areas. And all these areas, there are such infrastructure, there are such social amenities. The schools are there, hospitals are there. Must you be in the city center where you cannot afford the rent?
So una own now only for city center.
No.
The people what they talk about now, no be they stay city center. Because people with the city center, they fit send their children go private secondary and universities abroad. But what they talk about now, the suburbs, where I'll see man, you see small girl of 8-9 years, they hawk for school hours. For suburbs, Gishiri, Lugbe, Pape, Nyanya, Buari, now they talk about now. So waiting una fit do to feel reduce now work to remove these children from streets or again under department under social welfare.
No, social welfare is a department itself.
Yes.
It's under social development secretariat.
Okay.
And social development secretariat, we have department. We have about 7 departments under such secretariat. We have child and gender welfare.
Okay.
That deal with matter related to children, orphanages, orphans, abandoned children, women affairs, family issues. That's a department on this. Specifically, or primarily, with that schedule.
Okay.
And we have another department that deals with youth affairs. And they have a director there.
So, but who they in charge of children with they sell for streets?
Well, this is a typical social case.
Okay.
The Child Right Act prohibits such. That's why our enforcement unit work in synergy with family court and education department. That's what I said earlier. When we remove these children, we equally work in synergy with NAPTIP, because some of these children, they are not with their parents here. They are brought from another states.
Okay.
Majority of, especially those who are selling groundnut, it's gathered somewhere from either Kasana, Fanos, and others. You get it. We don't leave them like that, no.
Okay.
We remove them whenever we come across them. But one thing I want the public to understand, we have a slim team. We cannot be everywhere at the same time.
So how the public fits help now?
Thank you. You know, we have police stations. There are NGOs and other well-spirited individuals, especially people that you see them making some donation or certain thing that in time of national development they are immaterial. They can come round, we take them to the children, sponsor their education. It's part of a charity. And we want religious-based institutions to equally come on board to support, either right at their own centers, either mosque or church, to assist on this advocacy, enlighten the public on the dangers of allowing the children to be on school, supposed to be in school. And then equally preach among the members, anybody willing and ready to offer charity, instead of going to sponsor one game, one whatever, that of less important to
or
the
go
society.
buy tickets for one politician, 100 million.
Paying 100 million for a politician. My apology, anyway, I'm not a politician. Please, don't put me there. You want to put me in trouble, I beg you. You see, to sponsor such children, their education and welfare is a godly thing. And you are doing well to the society, even to yourself. Because when we allow these children to go to such a level with all education, we are more or less breeding a raw material for criminal institutions. It's easy for them to be cajoled by high-profile criminals in order to boost their own business. It's easy.
You see, this is our program. We have people that watch this program from far, very far places. That they call us from Owerri, Katsina, Bauchi. You understand? After this program, we will plan how your department go take the con they advertise. Tell people how they fit help your department. If not to the call or not to the given information of things with the app for area, we will need the numbers and the address, everything. We will display them for even in every Friday, Saturday, Sunday for our programs. Where people they see. Another thing I want to make una do your department, because the last time when you come here, I talk about training, what they do around.
Yes.
And after the program, people call, say they want volunteer to train people. I send the number to the department. What I do. Yes. Since that time till now, when I don't do another training,
Well, no.
Okay.
We're still on that. Last Saturday, we carried out mock exam to see the level of, understanding and their preparedness to write the NICO and NAPTIP, this commercial sexual success. We carried out mock so that at least, because we want to produce the best. Our Minister Muhammad Musa Bello and Dr. Ramatu Dujani Ali, Minister of State, and our Permanent Secretary, they don't tolerate or accept anything substandard. They don't. They are very meticulous. So, and that center is the center where we are to produce the best. And you can only be the best if you do the best by your own self. So we made them to know that, one, no exam practices. You have to study hard. Because many of them, when we started, shortlisting them, we started the program. They say, please, can I pay for somebody to sit for me? I say, for where? So which, many of them, I say, okay, we are here to support you to assist. So you are rich enough, please. This is not a miracle center, I think. This is not a miracle center. This is a center meant to produce the best. We are not here for money. Nobody is paying 10 kobo. But if you know you are rich enough, please
go outside. Go
outside and allow those that cannot afford. Because many of the this street girl, when we met them, they said what made them to be into such, because when their parents are not rich enough to pay for them, so as a result of which they grow to this level, and they don't have any other trade that was skilled to learn anything.
So their body,
though they are now motivating their body for the money. You understand? So most of them that show interest are done that to a training, because you cannot force a horse to the river. You can force it to the river, but you can't force it to drink water. Yes. So we are only teaching those who have the interest. And then those are saying, can I pay for somebody to sit for me? Why? What?
Another thing where I see, get some areas for this Abuja, where, because I go one area for Pape, I don't know, say back of that area, now where herders they stay. You understand? They keep their cows there. Then when later they will move their cows, go some other places, go eat. They will go. Then they peaceful shower. But those kind of places, they get children there. Those children, not only fit take them in, but because their parents they fit control them, those children need formal education. They need some kind of care. They're not the scheme of this social welfare department to fit commode them from that header, that kind of life, to give them another kind of experience.
Well, I don't know whether you are aware of this nomadic education scheme.
Okay.
It's under education. It's not our own field.
Okay, then they go teach them for inside bush.
They have such scheme, and I believe so. Because if you go so many areas in the rural area, you see schools. And I know FCT administration is developing one settlement for others along Buari area council, around Kau. Big settlement, schools, and everything. This for this nomadic settlement, in order to reduce this problem of stray animal herders, farmers clashes, and what have you. So FDC administration has gone. Even though that's not my area, I know what I'm here for.
But you just get the idea.
I'm just telling you that is purely education secretariat affairs. The Aganda can say much, they know better. Well, I don't.
My country people see that waiting to happen with this. No be every time with they show na bad things where FCTA they do. FCTA still they do good things. All those girls who they stay for night, rain go they fall. When I see them wear short skirts, then they for town, different areas for town. Small time they will say AEPB they disturb them. If AEPB catch them, AEPB go carry them give social welfare people, and those ones go train them. Some of them they go train them finish. Then go still collect the training, collect the starter pack, still relocate, change base. They feel if Abuja go Kaduna, go stay there 2 months. Their face go change. They go come back Abuja, come continue the business. But our prayer be say, as they try to reduce these people from the streets, may the people to choose a normal life. All those kind of life, na bad thing. I want to ask our guy here one last question before we come up, because time not today. Because if you know for your area where you dey so now, the way where small children they take all these harder drugs. nowadays, me, I dey fear. They say that them be the leaders of tomorrow. I can't imagine the kind leaders who would try to groom for tomorrow. Acting director, wetin una dey do? This one not be small business, because I dey live for where we dey see young boys and young girls. They will take this thing past older people.
Yeah.
You dey notice am?
Yes, we do.
And wetin be una plan?
Our enforcement team is working in synergy or in collaboration with National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. We have their personnel in our enforcement team.
Okay.
And then the department have a team of counselors who counsel such the addicts and those who are drug peddlers.
Correct.
It is the duty of the
NDLA
NDLA in our team to take charge and do the needful. Ours is to make sure that those that need to be rehabilitated at our own level we do. Those that need counseling we do, because there are some quantity you see someone, he purchases it to smoke,
Yeah.
or to inhale or to ingest or whatever. Then we make that person to understand the dangers associated to that, to his social life and to his even health. So these are some of the things that we do in order to say that we have a serene society free of such kind of drug misusers.
My country people, na here we go end down today. Una don hear anywhere where you say then they sell that thing, the number where you go see for screen, send them to us, because we need to reduce this matter of drug abuse for our country, Nigeria. I no go lie for you, the dealers now don't too plenty for everywhere, and our security agencies know these people. I know say they know these people. So since e be like say one department no wan do their work, we go climb them, we go connect NDLEA. See the number on your screen, call us or send us text message, the location and wetin dey happen for that place. If you fit sef, snap the person wey dey sell am a picture, send am as WhatsApp to me, make we send and give NDLEA, because our future children, they no go come spoil am for us today. Oga Sani, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
God will bless you. When I get on that training again, let me know so that we will stay announcer from here.
Thank you.